Hey guys, it's Philip from PR Moves and welcome back to another episode of Was He Good? Today we're going to be looking at Mitch Trubisky's performance against the Chicago Bears defense. What are the big takeaways? His stats looked really good, but was he actually good, or was he held up by this scheme, or by this scheme by the Chicago Bears defense that they were running? I hope you guys all have appreciated the Week 2 preseason videos, and I am excited to get into Mitch Trubisky's film from this week. So I'll see you guys then, and peace out. Hey y'all, it's Philip from PR Moves back again for another week of Was He Good? This is a series I'm going to be doing every week, breaking down a player that had a very good game and analyzing whether that game was based off of his own excellent play or based off of the current scheme or players that he was playing against, whether that is in the regular season due to injuries or here for these 3 games versus the preseason. Last week we broke down Justin Fields versus Buffalo, and as much as I would have loved to break down Justin Fields in his second game, I do think it would be a little bit more fair to break down another Bears quarterback who had a very impressive showing. That being Mitch Trubisky. Now, if you want to know my very honest opinion about Mitch Trubisky, you probably go check out my Bears season prediction for this year where I talk about him a lot, and then go check out some of the earliest videos on this channel where I talk about Mitch Trubisky. But just to summarize, I think he's a very average quarterback who I think his ceiling could be someone like Ryan Tannehill or Jimmy Garoppolo if he's properly coached. I do think Matt Nagy is a subpar offensive coach, and I think that definitely stunted Trubisky's growth. But I also don't think he's perfect, and I think he misses a lot of cues, and you're going to see some of those in this game. So let's jump right into it. And that is going to start here with his first play. He's going to take the snap out of shotgun. He's going to stare down Jake Kumerow. He does not take his eyes off of Jake Kumerow on this play. He's going to immediately lock on to Jake Kumerow, and when he throws, Johnson baits him really well into a nice play, and Johnson plays the slant very well. Good start, and we're going to quickly jump into Trubisky's second play. Trubisky shouldn't throw this. I mean, it's a good play by Johnson, but and Kumerow will get his revenge on Johnson later, but overall, I mean, there's really not much to talk about on that play. And that jumps us right into play 2. Play action. Trubisky's going to scan the field really nicely. Gibson playing way too far in the box for a play action play. He got really faked out. And Kindle Vildor is going to get absolutely pantsed by Gabriel Davis here. He runs across, gets a nice route, and picks up the first down. But again, you're going to see something you saw out of Trubisky all of last year. He does not take his eyes out of Gabriel Davis on this play. He's just very similarly to when he would throw to Allen Robinson, Gabriel Davis is getting open. So Davis gets open there, and just to be frank, the only Bear starters not playing this drive, and I'll try to keep up with that throughout this first half that Trubisky plays, only Bear starters not out are the linebackers. And those 2 linebackers are probably the biggest part of this Bears defense. But it is worth noting that Trubisky is playing against the starting secondary and pass rush. So, here, Trubisky, after a 7-yard run, under pressure, hits Dawson Knox, and I actually believe here he does actually move his eyes across the field. Yeah, he does start looking out over here at Gabriel Davis, and he's going to turn back over to Knox. Christian Jones completely gets faked out here, and Dawson Knox makes a nice catch, picks up the first down. So here again, 4 wide, 5 wide, with Singletary as a receiver. Trubisky's going to just quickly drop back and hits right in the soft zone. This is something he did all the time in Chicago. Hits his man. Ogletree makes the tackle. Shelley needs to have better coverage there because there's no reason, especially if Shelley is someone who practiced against Trubisky all year last year, there's no reason a play like that should go. Here, Trubisky's going to snap. He's going to fake Singletary and hit the RPO. Trubisky not bad at the RPOs or anything like that, but good play from Trubisky there, and we're quickly moving through this video. But again, really nice play calling from Buffalo, getting him these quick one-man reads over the middle, and Trubisky, another snap back, hits another short throw, and this time Vildor is going to make one of his only good plays of the game and is going to smack that ball out of Dawson Knox's hands, I believe. But he is just going to look at Dawson Knox here. He does fake it over a Singletary, but Vildor, making one of his only good plays, is going to slap that ball out. Here on the motion, another play action for Trubisky. He's very good off play action in here. He's going to try to run, and he can't get out of the way. And that's going to be Mario Edwards, who I believe is going to get credit for a sack on Trubisky. Mario Edwards had 2 sacks in this game, so good pressure by him, but nice play. Not great from Trubisky. I mean, pass rush got to him. He kind of broke down. You would see Justin Fields later in the game take the offensive line breaking down and make 15, 16-yard scrambles out of it. So not terrible. Like, I'm not going to penalize him for it that much, but it is worth noting. Trubisky here going to drop back. Not really much pass rush. He's going to completely look at McKenzie, who had a really nice game. You're going to see a lot of Isaiah McKenzie in this breakdown. But he actually does a nice job. He's going to scan the field, lock onto McKenzie, wait for him to make his break. It's not a pretty ball by any sense of the imagination. You're going to see this ball is very wobbly, but gets the ball to him. McKenzie gets wrapped up by Duke Shelley. Good throw from Trubisky. And then here, blitz is coming off the edge. Trubisky's just going to hit another short check down. Really nice play by McKenzie after the catch. And here's another RPO to McKenzie, and you're just going to see this is a lot of Buffalo's game plan getting worked in here. Trubisky's going to do another play action. Short here, he's going to hit McKenzie on the screen. McKenzie gets a nice block, and he gets a huge play upfield for, I think, about 15 or 16. And you're seeing here a lot of these plays, just going to go back like 20 seconds in the video, a lot of these plays are just short hits, and a lot of this is the Bears defense just missing tackles and easy cues. Here, it's going to be Christian. It's going to make a nice tackle, but it wasn't great coverage. And here, it's going to be just terrible defense from Vildor. And whoever 43 is, I think that's Xavier Crawford. Marquis Christian looks terrible. And here, Trubisky going to drop back, have some patience, is going to dump it off to Singletary. This should have been a 3 or 4 yard loss, but absolute terrible play by Vildor. Singletary gets out, is going to make a nice 5 yard gain out of it. And then off that 5 yard gain, here's Trubisky again. Dropping back in the pocket. He is going to stare down right at Kumro, and that easily could have been a pick six. This is probably Trubisky's worst play of the game. Absolutely stares down Kumro, and Jalen Johnson nearly baits him into a pick six if the ball had been a little bit more behind. But, I mean, that is just a great job by Johnson baiting him into that. And Jalen Johnson, one of the only members of this Bears secondary who actually came and played well for significant minutes. And then Trubisky, back to pass here again. Blitz coming in from Chicago, and this is really nice play from him on the move. He's going to hit Gabriel Davis. And again, a lot of what you saw out of Trubisky in Chicago. Here he's going to do the play action, and under pressure he's going to throw incomplete. I don't think there's much he could have done here on the move. This is Votter's coming after him, and Trubisky's just going to throw it, and I think he wanted Davis, but I don't think that was very realistic. And here you go. At this point, I believe all the Bears starters are, besides Jackson and Gibson, are off the field, besides secondary. So I believe this is just the backup front seven with the secondary still in the game. And I think the secondary gets pulled after this drive. So here you're going to see a 5-man front. Trubisky under pressure is going to hark one up for, I believe it's Gabriel Davis again. Pretty good coverage, good rush from the front 5, and Trubisky harking one out of bounds deep is not something Bears fans are a little too fond to see in that one. Here Trubisky forces the guy off sides, but he's going to throw, and he's going to hit his man who picks up the first down, and they would decline that penalty. So, good hard count from Trubisky, too. He got a lot of, I think he had almost a hard count false start every game towards the end of 2020. So, he's good at the hard count. He learned that well from Foles. Here, Trubisky fakes to Kumaro, or fakes to Gavis, and is going to throw to Kumaro, who gets his revenge on Jalen Johnson from the rest of the game. And this is Trubisky's only touchdown pass, and it's a nice on the move, hits Kumaro. Kind of weird seeing the Bear hit the Packer, but Then here's the 2-point conversion. They had 3 2-point conversion attempts. I don't know if all of them are going to be on here. Trubisky kind of facing that pressure. Stands in the pocket well. Starts moving. Notices the guy behind him. And he actually does a nice job getting this ball up to Singletary. And, I mean, if it was a little bit better ball, Singletary probably would have caught it. But it hits both of Singletary's hands, so we're not going to kill him. But here you get to see this is the drive after the Damian Williams fumble. And Trubisky, once again, is going to hit the guy right over the middle. Good look, good read by Trubisky. I also believe that's not his first read. And again, I think that's my biggest criticism with Trubisky. So here you're going to see, was it his first read? I think it was. I think he does, but he gets wide open. It was a blown coverage from Chicago, and Hollister does a good job getting downfield, and can't really complain about that. Here's Mitch, once again. Play action. He's very good off play action. He's going to take this shot deep, and it's over the head of Gabriel Davis. Not a great deep passer in any sense. He has the arm to get a ball deep, but his accuracy deep is not good, and he's shown it in this game quite a few times. And that is not a good deep. That easily could have been a touchdown. Blown coverage from Jackson, too. Here, once again, 4 wide, empty backfield. Pressure starts getting to him. Dishes underneath to McKenzie, who had a great game. What a game from Isaiah McKenzie. Sorry, I have to tap that off. But Trubisky did such a good job hitting the guys underneath, which, you know, that's his... I'm not going to knock him for just hitting the guys that are open. So, good job by him. Here, Trubisky, quick snap, gets it a little high for Kumaro. Burns is going to knock the ball out. And actually, 95, Chris Tonga nearly picks it off the deflection over here. You're going to see Tonga, who's 95, who, if you can see my cursor, is in this top right here, nearly catches it off the tip. Ball was high for Kumaro. Trubisky did that a few times in this game. You guys probably seen it. The ball's been a little high. But here, Trubisky on the goal line. Tries to squeeze it into Hollister. Oh, it's the 2-point. I missed the touchdown. Crap. Yep, this is the 2-point. Good play by Trubisky. Squeezes it into Hollister. Terrible coverage by Tristan Jones. So, can't say much. And then, things only got worse. It was a terrible day for this Bears defense. And, mind you, this is the entire backup Bears defense now. Because this is after another turnover. That this Bears secondary is entirely subbed out. So this is the Bills starters minus Sanders, Beasley, and Diggs. Plus, I mean, this is everyone but the starting 3 receivers against the, and Josh Allen, of course, versus the Bears backups. So Trubisky is playing entirely against backups at this point. Not to take away anything. He's making the throws when he needs to, but it's just worth pointing out. And here Trubisky gets out of the pocket. I thought the ball was on the ground there, and I thought they were going to blow it dead. But here he's going to run for a lot. You saw Trubisky do this a lot in a Bears uniform, so good for him. I thought they were going to call Burns for that penalty right there. Good job, Trubisky, getting out of the pocket there. And then, once again, Mitch, back to pass, hits his screen. I believe this is Zach Moss. No, this is Matt Breida. He's going to get around the edge. And this would be called back for a penalty. But just hitting them on that screen was a good play. And then, once again, Trubisky, short pass, hits his guy. Bears missing tackles all day long. And here goes Mitch again. Short drop back, hits his guy underneath. And that's just, you've seen, that's been most of these plays. And that's excellent scheming from this team. And this is one of Mitch's best throws. If I think I actually skipped a little too far back. But yeah, you're going to see this the dot to Powell. And then here you're just going to see it's blown coverage. Trubisky I don't think he's locked onto him. But he's going to turn, finds Jacob Hollister down the field. And they would kick a field goal off of this drive. Trubisky back again. Really nice throw here. These are the types of throws he didn't even make when he was in Chicago. He missed these types of out route style throws to his left all the time in Chicago. And those are the throws he's now making. So good progress from him here in Buffalo. And again, under pressure. I mean, if he had hit Breida was going to get rocked by Joe Egan-Buniwe on this play. So could have been a first down. Not great. And then incomplete to Matt Breida. Threw it a little high. Again, you've seen him throw high a few times in this game, but just throws the ball a little much there, especially since Breida is shorter than... If that was Singletary or Moss, that probably could have been caught. Then here, 9 seconds left. He does... Oh, this is just such a nice play from him. Moves out of the pocket and is going to hit, I believe it's Jay Kumaro. Again, downfield on Duke Shelley. And great play by them. Set up another field goal. Overall, how would I grade Mitch Trubisky in this game? I actually am going to give him an A-. Trubisky did a really nice job executing his game plan. I mean, you cannot tell me that these types of plays are like he's not supposed to be hitting these. Like, these are just impressive plays in general for Trubisky to be hitting, because these are the types of plays he did not make when he was in Chicago. And yeah, Matt Nagy's play calling is not great, but Trubisky also just didn't make these plays when he was in Chicago. These simple out route type plays that you see him making right now, and these simple fitting it tight into the window plays, did not happen in his 4-year tenure in Chicago very often. So I'm going to skip past the Darnell Mooney part here. But, I mean, Trubisky was setting his receivers to run after the catch and everything. It was just much improved game from him. I'm going to give him an A-. Of course, he wasn't perfect, but overall, very good game from Trubisky, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's not looking for a starting job in, like, Denver or Oakland. Or Oakland, my bad. Las Vegas after a season like this. Some teams that need a quarterback. Would not be surprised if Trubisky's heading to another starting job after this season. So, that's my analysis of Mitch Trubisky. Let me know what you guys agree, disagree, and I will see you guys all for another video. I'll see you guys as soon as possible. Thank you, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you.